Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are going to set up my ACI 15 that I got from AndroCorp. And these are some of the things here. I went ahead and broke it down so I could hold this a little bit easier. And we got the weapons light here. It's Olight Odin S, and that's got the M lock. That'll fit right up here in the rail. And I went in and took the bolt carrier group and stuff out and just broke down the handle. But we've got the Mbus 3 front and rear sights from Magpul. And then the little multifunction knife that we'll be using to cut open the boxes and the packages, because those are really packaged well. But I'll get back with you in a second. What I went ahead and did here, guys, was I took the OKS2, and here on the clip, if I can get that to focus, I believe that says Roxxon and then U-knife on that. I believe that's an R, Roxxon U-knife. Just popped a little blade out there, and I cut it, top across down and this way. And I'm able to get the sight out of there now, I hope. So we'll dig for that. And I'll show you here in just a second when I get it out. I can't use but one hand. I was making it more difficult than it needed to be. Once I got that open, here's the back side right there, and it just flips up. And there's your sight. Pop that out of the package, set that aside, and here it is. So we're going to take that and mount it up here. This is the front sight. The front sight. So this is going to be at the end of the barrel. And should clamp right there onto the pick rail. And we'll check it out. Give me a minute. Alright guys, we got her here on the front. Now I will say I had to remove the screw out of here completely. There is no adjustable side on either side that expands like some things. And then I had to take my screwdriver handle and tap it onto here. This pick rail and that end pull is super tight. So I had the bolt completely out, not the screw, the bolt. And I left the nut in place there and just held on to it. But I just tapped it forward until I could find the ridge to run the bolt through there. Tightened it down, cranked it down real good. She flips up. Let's give her a try here. And it's right here in the middle where you push down. And it flips back up. So we'll try that a few times. Seems to be working. But again, take the bolt all the way out. Leave the nut in. Or you can take it out either one. And then center that and just lightly tap it. If you got a rubber mallet or something like that for gun work. I just used the end of the screwdriver here and just tapped it a little bit at a time. It worked it on there. So let's see if I can get the other end on. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Not sure exactly. All right, we'll check back with you in a minute. I got it on here. This back portion of the pick rail seems to be a tiny bit thinner. I was able to get it forward there. I was just concerned about the charging handle when this folded back down. Wanted to make sure my hands wasn't going to hit this, so I moved it forward a little bit. Looks like I am on the what is that? So that's T6, T8. Maybe the T5 or 7. T5 is probably underneath here. Or not 7, but I should have looked. Looks like maybe 5.5, because there's a half mark between each one of them. So 5.5. But folds up pretty good. I got it on there pretty snug. No problems. And I had to actually look at the package, because I've not installed many of these. And this is the way it's shown here and the way it's laid out to open on the packaging. There is the website you can go to. It says here, probably look back at that now that I put them on. Let's see. Installation and use instructions at Magpul/instructions. So, but that's the way it's shown there on the back, flipped up. And you can see that little paddle looking thing here. You got the smaller hole, and then you flip it back around, you get the larger hole. And there's an arrow down there at the bottom. I wanted to put it on the other way because I seen a little smaller circles as that went down on the inside of it. But I think this is deflects like the sun and stuff where you can see it better. So I put it on the way the package showed there on the back. And the same with this one on the front. I wanted to go the other way with it, but they had the release on the very front of the pick rail with the barrel just down below. Yeah, you can reach around real easily. But that's the way we set them up. And this is what it looks like now. See if I can get this one up. Yeah, I'll leave it here and kind of move back. That's what they look like, front and rear. I'll continue to work on it here in just a minute. We'll get the light there on it and put it back together. Hold on, guys. Here's the Olight Odin S. Comes in a very well packaged box with a little note up there. Thank you for being part of the Olight family. Your support is why we do this. Enjoy, Olight team. And it's all set up. Pretty neat. It's got the readme about the battery and the instructions here that we'll read later. So forth. So we'll bring the light out and we'll get going on this. There's the light here. And it looks like underneath here is the touchpad. Down in there, it's boxed in. It's really nice. Battery. It's even black. That's really cool. Huh. I guess you got a low, a high, and all the different intermediate settings. And then you have the tail switch that goes on. You push in. Let's see, one push, rotate to lock and unlock. It's pretty nice, guys. Looks like it's got gold contact there. We'll get this set up and I'll get back with you in a minute. I'm getting excited. Woo-wee! Got to get this on here. Maybe shoot it later, but I just want to get it put together. Had it about a week and a half, and then I was waiting on the light and stuff to get in. So here she is, and nobody knows where she's going. Back in a minute. Okay, guys, and that little black box at the bottom, it's right there. It had all the hemlock mounts and so forth. This one here, you just twist to lock or unlock, and this goes on the pick rail. Oh no, this goes on the flashlight. This is the M-lock on that side. But what happens is you push in and it expands to lock onto it. And that, I believe, locks right here onto the flashlight. This is mounted onto the flashlight itself. I thought, oh, that's really neat. So we're going to continue to explore here. You got a lens cover you got to take off. And there's also a little felt in between the battery. You have to take that apart and take that out of there. But we'll figure this out and put it together, and we'll go from there. I'm really excited. There's the charging cable. It's magnetic. Snaps right on the back. Very powerful magnet there. Can't even get it off. And then the other portion right here, the touchpad, that's what screws onto there. This part. Screws on, turns, locks in place. And then they give you this, and I believe that is for the CR123A batteries that you slide down on either side if you're not using the rechargeable, and it goes in place there. But pretty handy stuff. Got some little Ziploc ties if I need to Ziploc down the pad, I guess, or any other part of it, but we won't need to do that. So we're going to read through here and get this all together and set up. It's very well packaged. Everything had its protective case and set down in, and this helps you pull it right up out of there. I mean, I couldn't be happier with it. And then they've got the Allen wrenches and a couple more M-locks and the bolts, I guess in case you need more if they drop or break for any reason. Well, we'll get this set up here in just a minute. Okay guys, we're making a little bit of progress here. I put the M-lock mount on there and secured it down. And then I took apart the light, the tail cap off, and took out the plastic covering so the battery can work. That's the direction it came out of. And there's the tail cap that we may or may not put back on because we're putting this on. But I just want to give you that little bit of an update. I'm not used to the M-locks. I've done a whole lot of this at all. So just wanted to make sure that the little tabs behind are turned vertically so they don't pop back out the hole. So that was my goal. It's on there very tight, and we'll reassemble this and get going. Well guys, I think I have everything under control here except for the touchpad. It appears as though I'm going to have to take the front sight back off and slip it from the front back. There's no expansion, no way I can see how to really take it apart. It's possible to take it apart, I guess, to push that out. Whoops, the bottom part out. If that's not hooked together, which I don't think it is. But there's nothing that opens up, so I'm pretty sure it has to be slid on from the end. So I'll probably take this front sight back off. I do have the light all mounted up and ready to go. Let's see if I can touch a pad here. I've done something wrong. The light's not lighting up. Do I have that on enough? We'll have to double check it here and make sure I've got this correct. I did take the battery thing out. That's tight on there. No, it ain't. Yeah, I need to get that all the way tight. Possibly. This end cap, it magnetizes on, and then like you pull back and it snaps on and snaps in place. Let's see if it'll light up. Yep, now it lights up. All right, I'll have to figure that out. But I think I'm gonna have to take this off. It went on real snug, so, and then slide that back down the pick rail and get back with you all.